95 WIIL Rock Daily Rewind.
18-year-old Keon Harris from Woodstock, along with two other suspects, allegedly attacked a 15-year-old boy in the vestibule of a Walmart in Algonquin.
Sad that kid got hurt.
Yeah.
But it's festive that Leah gets to use the word vestibule.
Vestibule.
You were attacked in a vestibule.
Yeah.
Where do you go into the building? Through the vestibule.
The vestibule.
I like a building with a good vestibule.
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 Yeah.
It's a fun word to say.
I don't know.
Where are they hanging out? Oh, they're over by the vestibule.
They're in the vestibule.
Meet me at the vestibule. Okay. Does that Thor have a vestibule?
The only time I hear that word is, what vestibule am I picking you up from?
Nobody
at O'Hare?
ever says vestibule.
Yeah, they do. The vestibule. That's what it is at O'Hare, isn't it?
5E. I'll be at vestibule 5E. Which vestibule? 5E. It's my favorite vestibule of all the vestibules. There's a McDonald's right inside the vestibule. It's a fun vestibule. Where were you? At the vestibule. Where you spending your week at vestibule? In the doorway area there? It's heated, but once in a while the doors slide open and there's a blast of cool, refreshing air. It's one of the nicest vestibules of them all. Sometimes I just go to the airport, I park my car, and then I go and sit and wait in the vestibule. It's warm, but then there's a blast of cool, refreshing air, and interesting people walk by. I'm like, hey, welcome to my vestibule. I did it last weekend until I was arrested. What? Yeah, I was arrested. I went to the jail. You know how I got in the jail? Through the Fellyport, which is like kind of an oversized vestibule for your car. It's very exciting.
Oh, man.
Vestibule.
Vestibule.
It's a fun word.
Oh, boy.
I'm too much today. I apologize.
No, I don't mind it. WIIL Rock Sports. That is what I'm doing right now.
All right. Brought to you by a vestibule. We have a lot of vestibules here at Gurney Mills, and they're very nice.
So many vestibules.
Yeah. They each have like 5 doors, and there's a button to open it for the wheelchair folks or Lazy Tom.
I'm like, how many people are walking through those doors at the same time that you need so many of them?
The mall was very popular when it opened.
Do you know
when it opened? But I mean, they needed all those doors at every entryway. And when you used to come here, people would lose their cars. Do you remember when how old are you when it first opened? When it first opened, do you remember in the vestibule or just on the inside just on the outside of the vestibule? I believe just before the vestibule, there were speakers. Do you remember those speakers or not?
Yes.
And if you were coming through this door right over
would tell
here,
you what
you are passing through entrance G. And
Yeah.
I always thought, wow, this seems like brainwashing, you know? Comply. Buy many things. You are passing through entrance G. The food court looks delicious. You are passing. It just sounded like brainwashing. Welcome to our vestibule. This is the entrance G vestibule. Why do you have a lisp? You're a professional announcer. I always wanted to be the person that said that.
Said those things, yeah. Well, because you say it once and they just put it on repeat. It's not like you're up there in a room saying it over and over.
I thought it was. I thought it was hourly. I thought it was live. That's why I wanted to do it. I thought you sat in a room, open to close, and you just sat there and you had to do every entrance.
Every time someone walked
8 microphones. You go, you were passing through entrance A. Then you'd go over here and go, you are passing through entrance B. You are passing through. You know?
Yeah.
That's not a person?
I mean, it is a person, but they just probably record it and rerun it, I'm sure.
Well,
and why did they stop doing that?
I don't know. I lost my car 6 years ago and I can't find it. I don't know what vestibule I passed through. Now you're going to tell me the CTA person isn't live. This is Davis. Doors open on the left at Davis. Watch your step. The CTA one's not live either?
Oh, I hate to.
The O'Hare one is live. The white zone is for loading and unloading only. Please be careful walking to the vestibule. Anyway.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Whatever. There went my dream job.
Recorded.
All right.
95 WIIL Rock Daily Rewind.
I have to imagine everyone, even the crummy jobs, everyone has a job perk, right? I try not to take advantage of our job perks. Like, people will be like, oh, you can't get tickets to that concert? I'm like, yeah.
That's not you taking advantage. That's people taking advantage of you.
Saying like...
For you to go?
Right. Like, for example, when I couldn't get Taylor Swift tickets. Everyone's like, you can't get, and I was like, I could have when she was in Chicago, but those were for listeners, and those are such a big ticket.
I didn't know he had Taylor Swift tickets. I would have taken them from the listeners. I got no problem with that. It's not my station.
Well, you're a jag, I guess. I don't know, but
thank you for. Don't hold back. What do you really think of your coworker? Wow. I'm a jag.
Well, I don't know. There were other little kids that I'm sure enjoyed it more than I would have. But anyway, try not to take advantage of things.
Fine.
But this guy, this Italian doctor, he did. Yeah, damn Italians. He's been placed under investigation after he gave his own cat what?
Herpes? I don't know. I don't know where we're going here. He gave his own cat, and he's a doctor, and he's taking advantage of work perks, a colonoscopy with the human camera.
Come on, a cat.
He gave his own cat what?
Oh,
you act like there's things that cats ought to catnip.
No.
A ball that wouldn't go under the couch. Give me that thing. It's under the couch. Oh, my God. The ball went under the couch. I don't know what.
He gave his own cat a
hysterectomy. I don't know.
No, come on. It's right
He gave his own cat a dog.
No, it's
it's a softball. He gave his own cat Viagra. No more softballs. What? I don't. Don't give it. He gave his own, and you're acting like it's obvious.
It's an obvious one, yeah.
I have a caller on hold. Hi, who's this?
Hi, my name is Bailey.
Bailey, I gotta ask you. This Italian doctor took advantage of his work perks, and he gave his own cat a what?
Some type of drug to make him sleep.
Sleeping drugs. See, Bailey doesn't know either. She's shaking your. You're as stupid as me, Bailey. Hold on. Okay?
You're gonna hit yourself.
Hold on. You're gonna hit yourself, Bailey. You're gonna sound so stupid in a minute. You idiot. You're my phone friend. I just lost $1 million on this, Bailey. We're not friends anymore. I just lost $1 million. What is it, Leah?
A CAT scan.
Oh, he gave his own cat a cat scan.
Yeah.
Bailey, she's real proud of herself right now.
Proud. Yeah. I didn't give my own cat a cat scan.
No, but you're proud of your little cat scan joke.
Well, it was right there.
Bailey, should we have gotten that, or is Leah being a dunce?
I feel like we should have gotten that.
Shut up, Bailey.
I mean,
that is strike 2 on you. Hold on the line.
Maybe not right away, but I kept saying a cat.
Bailey's no
I was like,
I didn't know you were leading me up like
trying
verbally to it. I thought it was just obvious what it was.
Listen,
so why did the cat need a CAT scan?
Well, I'm not sure what the issue was, but he did end up performing a life-saving surgery on the cat too after hours at the hospital.
This is a human hospital, not a veterinarian.
This is a human hospital.
So it's in a human hospital using the machines and the equipment in the room and on cats.
Yeah, when your cat, I had this happen with my cat.
You gave it an illegal CAT scan and operated on it in a human hospital. That seems weird because you're neither a doctor nor a veterinarian.
No, but Sammy and I
your friend Sammy and you.
Which she's like an assistant, like a nurse's assistant
at a hospital or a veterinarian clinic.
At a doctor's office.
Okay,
and she switched jobs since. Same kind of field, but
well, yeah, I would get out of the medical field if my friend made me cut my cat open.
We didn't cut the cat open. I had her come over and show me how to use a needle on the cat because I was trying.
You know
to
how you use a needle? You stick it in.
Yeah, I did, but I didn't know could you
where?
How much under the skin and where?
Is this for a shot, or are you trying to draw blood? Or
we were trying to give it. We were trying to give it a vitamin. I was trying to save its life, okay?
We talked about this before, DIY veterinary care, didn't we?
Yeah.
And that wasn't your cat. I believe that was a dog. Are there any animals you haven't murdered?
No, it was my cat. I didn't murder him.
How is your cat today?
He's in the backyard with my dog.
Playing? Please tell me they're playing. No, he's got a needle sticking out of him.
Over the Rainbow Bridge.
Yeah. Oh, the dog. Who for some reason couldn't survive the procedure you gave the dog. I mean, for 15 minutes he was fine. Why? Well, I gave him breast implants. I did not like the nipples. Okay.
Breast reduction.
So the doctor got fired, right?
He's being investigated.
I think we've figured out what went on. He used the CAT scan on the cat.
He said it was between life and death. And again,
well, the cat was going to die.
Yeah.
Fine. You can bring anything to the hospital that's going to die. Why is there a donkey in the emergency? Well, it was going to die. We had to bring it in.
95 Will Rock Daily Rewind.
Well, my dad gave my stepson, he was 7 years old, my dad gave my stepson a chicken. He was a farmer. And
why wouldn't he? What? All
so
right.
we had this chicken at home, and my dad thought it was
We
funny.
had
to
this
give my
chicken. Here's where the DIY comes in. What did your son do to his cocky?
One day,
That's a fun
he
one.
ran out of cracked corn in it, and he didn't feed the rooster. So the rooster was hungry. Well, Cocky was hungry, and so he fed it some bread. Well, you can't do that to a chicken,
Obviously.
because a chicken can't digest bread.
Who
Now
doesn't
we know.
Who doesn't know
He
that?
comes in the living room, crying his eyeballs out,
The
saying,
chicken?
"Dad,
The
my
chick-
chicken's sick."
Oh, okay.
No, the stepson.
It's a joke.
And he turned around and he said, "No, it's not a joke. This really happened."
Oh, okay.
And he says, "Dad, you got to do something. My chicken's really sick." So I go in there and I said, "Well, just a minute. I'll be back. I got to go to the garage to get my stethoscope that I use for cars." And anyway,
Wait, you have a stethoscope for cars?
yeah, for checking like rod knocks. And
Yeah,
stuff
you
like
know.
that.
Obviously, Rod. So you're having problems with rod knock, and your son's cocky isn't working. So you have a bad cocky and a
right.
bad rod. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's right. And so I come in, I put on a white smock and everything and acted like I was a veterinarian. And I checked the chicken's belly, and I could tell I said, "Son, your chicken is constipated." I said, "We're going to have to do something about that because his head was drooped over and everything."
Oh.
Are you about to exercise a chicken's anal glands? Because if that's the story, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. How do you even find the anal glands on a chicken? I don't. Okay, keep going.
So, and hopefully we thought we could suck it out, but moral to the story, chicken and that, because
I'm glad
chicken
we
will
didn't.
die.
I'm glad we
Wait a
didn't
second.
hear the end. I'm
No,
glad
wait,
we didn't
no,
hear the
I
moral.
want to hear the end. What's the
say it again.
moral?
You're cutting out. What is the moral of the story, Johnny Rotten?
You don't give your chicken an enema at home because your chicken will die.
Do not give a chicken an enema at home because your chicken will die. You know, that probably happens all the time. Thank you for calling. That's probably a common. And you thought my chicken song was bad. You didn't like my chicken song. This is a guy who talked about feeding bread to a chicken and having to. It was
my cat was gonna. I want to just make sure that
We're going back to
this.
your DIYing your cat veterinary care.
My cat was going to die no matter what. It had a death sentence. There was nothing that they could do for it. So I was just trying to.
You were like the last resort.
I was.
This is like going to Mexico for experimental
Yes,
surgery.
yes.
All right. Good for you.
Yeah.
He was just worried about his constipated cock.
It didn't have to die.
Well, if your cock is constipated, try exercising your anal glands before you.
Oh my God.
I feel like we should go home now.
Yeah.
Right?
That's the end of the show. Yeah.
Show's it. Management will probably end it in moments.
95 Will Rock Daily Rewind.
I said I love to eat beaver. I love eating beaver.
Yeah.
And you said,
What did I say?
I've heard. I said, I love to eat beaver. And your comment was, I've heard. Do tell. You heard that I love eating beaver? And who did you hear this from? What was the context? And what was their opinion on my skills as far as...
Oh, my gosh. I don't know why I said that.
Oh, you didn't hear? Did you hear or not? Because, I mean, it's...
I have not.
If the word's out, that's why I'm meeting all these...
No, I've heard from you. Minnesota State Senator, he is looking to make some big changes now that he's gotten into office. And the one that he is looking to change is a law in the state to make it legal to eat beaver again.
Oh, Yeah. Beaver's delicious. I love eating beaver.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I've heard. No, you said it's so delicious, and I said I've heard.
Oh, so you've eaten beaver and you think it's delicious. You're a big fan of eating the beef. Yeah?
I said I've heard. I didn't say,
you
yes, I
heard.
know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who
I've
told you that
heard.
beaver was delicious?
I've heard.
And how was that conversation?
Hat.
Oh, he told you?
Yeah.
Wow, I love eating beaver. It's delicious. Okay.
And you have told me that.
Were you there when he ate beaver?
Yeah.
Okay.
Better.
All right.
I don't let him do that solo.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
All right. You can't sit down and enjoy a nice beaver by yourself. You got to have somebody there.
Yeah, you need supervision.
Well, soon in Minnesota, it's going to be legal again to eat some beaver.
Oh, man. I have no idea what the guy's name is either. I don't know why I didn't say
I thought he had a difficult name, or maybe he left it out. He didn't want to.
He doesn't want to
branded
be
that. Maybe it was anonymous.
You beaver eater.
Yeah. Everybody. Think if you're the guy who goes in front of the legislature and go, "I stand here before you, sir, on this day, here, to say that beaver has been neglected too long. We shall all eat beaver together."
Oh, man.
Right?
Yeah.
You don't want to be the beaver guy.
You don't want to be the beaver eater.
All right.
Guy.
Well, let us know when it becomes legal to eat beaver
I
in
will.
Minnesota. And we'll get
And
back
you're
after
the one
it.
that says that you are a very giving.
Yeah.
Lover.
I love eating. Why are we talking about lover now? I thought we were just eating the beaver. I didn't know we were going to have sex with it. Is that how you tenderize them? I don't like tough beaver. I like to soften it up a little before I eat
All
it.
right. Line. Oh, we're going to hear from Elwood. It is time.
Line?
Line.
Are we in a play and you're not off book yet? Why did you just say line? Oh, we're over a line? Really?
I think so.
We're just talking about the fact that the guy, it's a woodland creature.
It
They
is. That
might be
might
able
be-
to hunt it and enjoy
and eat it,
a delicious beaver in Minnesota now.
In Minnesota.
Okay. All right.
95 Will Rock Daily Rewind.
You know Build-A-Bear, right?
Yeah, it's right down the way here. I've never built a bear.
No.
No.
This would
I'd
be
rather-
the bear for you. This would be the bear for you. When did sex become a selling point for Build-A-Bear? So here is their Instagram video. They got a cougar,
They got a cougar.
a stuffed cougar in high-heeled boots
What?
with
I
a
like
cougar
her.
plush coat.
Oh.
She's a cougar. She's a cougar. Watch out, boys.
On the prowl, looking for a good time, hear her growl. This cat is in her prime, too fierce to handle, too fat to ignore. She's got her heels and she's ready for more.
So instead of a bear, you can now build a cougar?
Yeah, well, they've always
And
had
build a bear?
different
I thought it was just bears.
No,
I
they
didn't know
have-
there was multiple animals in there.
Yeah, I believe there's multiple animals, and now there's a
If you
cougar.
go in, there's children or grandmas, and there's probably some cougars there, right?
Now, in the high-heeled boots.
Oh, yeah. I like the high-heeled boots.
This is on their legit Instagram.
What's with the high-heeled boots? Is the bear, is the cougar that you build, I'm being honest
Yeah.
here, I really want to know, seriously.
Okay.
The cougar that you can build a bear, which seems like a misnomer now. It's wearing boots?
It's wearing boots. And it is a bear, but it's like dressed as a cougar.
So
Right.
it's wearing boots and it's got a slutty top on.
It's got
Hey, buy a stuffed animal a drink, sweetie. What's your name? Buy me something. I'd be like, no. You know any beavers? You guys got beavers too? I'd like.
you gotta see this. Look she's a cougar. Watch her. Look at her coat. Look at her cougar coat. Look at this. On the prowl.
Oh my god! This has got to be.
Oh my
this, and there's
gosh!
hearts behind it.
It's built, but it's
This has got to be
Build-A-Bear's
fake.
No,
This has got to be a spoof. This is like a AI.
This is on their legit Instagram. Build-A-Bear, the check mark, everything. Look at her boots.
What is she
Watch.
wearing? Is
She's
she wearing like a
cougar
leather
coat.
bustier?
Look at her shoes.
She's
Look at
got
her
leather
heels.
skirt on and a leather bustier. There's literally, and she's got a collar, a leather collar. This is a stuffed animal version of what I want to hop on right there. A little leather and whatever.
It says hear her growl.
Yeah. How'd Tom get arrested? Well, there was an incident today at Build-A-Bear at Gurney Mills.
95 Will Rock Daily Rewind.